to Australia were predominantly from Anglo-European backgrounds. However, levels of non-white migration rose dramatically as Australia experienced an influx of European migrants and later Asian migrants. These migration patterns have significantly altered the ethnic composition of Australia, moving the nation away from one dominated by white Australian people to an ethnically plural, multicultural one. Multiculturalism in Australia has been a defining feature of modern Australian history and continues to shape social relations and the government policies of today. Social research has revealed that non-Anglo migrant groups are often socially or politically marginalised from Australian society and have experienced high levels of social exclusion. We believe that the pervading dominance of the Anglo-Australian culture and the rise of Australian nationalism is one of the key features causing this inequality. The correlation between migration, exclusion, and the Australian nationalism is currently under-researched. The Australian identity has been dominated by a history of policies designed to assimilate and integrate ethnic minorities into the Anglo-Celtic culture of Australian society, thus preserving white Australian cultural hegemony. For example, illegal immigrants being portrayed as threats to Australian national security creates a national state of moral panic. Xenophobic sentiment is rationalised by discussion of correlation between immigration and unemployment, overpopulation, strain on welfare resources, and a reduction in the standard of living. Furthermore, the villainisation of the Muslim community based on the myth that they're threatening Australian lives shows the extensive role nationalism plays in Australia, and how recently ethnic identity, in terms of who is or isn't Australia, has become a key issue. While other studies have failed to synthesize micro and macro accounts of migration experiences, our study will do so through analysing not only the sentiment amongst the white Australian population, but the migrant communities who experience these social cleavages. We will do this by adopting an interactionalist research approach that will be supplemented by a discussion of the broader social superstructure directing day-to-day interactions. Information will be obtained through a variety of qualitative and quantitative research tools. Quantitative research methods usually involve the use of statistics and numerical data. This could include comparing census data regarding the wider Australian population compared with ethnic minority groups, highlighting the differences in demographics, human geography, and the broader living standards of the two groups. However, an over-reliance on quantitative data will not give us a holistic understanding of social life. Therefore, ethnographic and phenomenological research methods will be used to explore how different Australian groups see the world. Questionnaires, observations, and semi-structured interviews will be used to obtain such information. We believe this research approach will effectively reveal the way in which the re-emergence of white Australian hegemony affects the self-perception of non-Anglo ethnic groups and, ultimately, their sense of belonging to the broader Australian community.